This is Scott with AffectiveDog.com, your nomadic dog trainer. I'm a little winded. Took a wrong turn. Beautiful view. A wrong turn to go find what I needed. What I need? What did I want? Ulaanbaatar, Mi-Wuk, recreated village. So, the folks here are one of the first Europeans to meet the European settlers on the West Coast. Mind you, we're in Northern California, just north of San Francisco. Sir Francis Drake. This is known to be one of the oldest establishments. Just because somebody thought about it, documented it, and then somebody else dug up artifacts. 8,000 years ago. This is at least as long as the Mi-Wuk, Ulaanbaatar have been here. So, life then. Daily life for the Mi-Wuk or Ulaanbaatar was filled with activities such as cultivating plants, collecting acorns, hunting, fishing, and cooking. They made weapons from stone and wood, built their boats out of tule, reeds, wove fine baskets, and manufactured clam disc beads. Children of the village spent time with their parents learning important skills for survival. However, the children also found time to play. So here's an artist's rendition of life back then. I don't know who did it, but there's ladies with acorns and baskets on a blanket, kids playing with them, grinding stone in a basket, grinding with a thatch cover, 4 posts. Mi-Wuk gentleman tying tule reeds for a canoe. There's one of their, forget what they were made of, tree bark, I think, for the long round type houses. Kids playing stick and hoop, remember that? I've seen it a couple generations before me. Oh, the tribal tattoos on the chin. That's good to see. There's a child. There's the 3 stripes on the chin. They have them. There's also armband, shoulder band. Shoulders, upper arms, 3 on the lips. You can't tell on her. There's a child over here. And then now, so we got, oh, that's a necklace. Kids watching TV, skateboarding, and video games. Nothing's changed. Nothing truly has changed. So, what does this sign say? Dancing. Oh, the Wintu also have this type of band on their head that moves. And then I don't know what those are. But it's similar regalia. And with the Maidu too in Northern California. It would be cool to see those. The Pomo as well. Dancing. Traditions, legends, and religious beliefs were passed on orally from one generation to another. The Mi-Wuk expressed their spirituality through music and dance. Dancers wore feathered capes, headdresses, and face paint. They carried special instruments like flutes, drums, rattles, and whistles. Through their dance, they taught the children the history and spirituality of the people. Many dances involved the changing of the seasons because nature's cycles had so much influence on the Mi-Wuk way of life. Can you tell whose perspective this is written from? Always think about this when we read interpretive signs. There's a lot that will... I'm walking barefoot on rocks. It hurts, but that's okay. There's a lot of influence and knowledge that certain nations will give for the interpretive signs, but again, it's probably because it's government, almost always up to the person writing it out. So, the Mi-Wuk made other uses of their resources. Tule reeds had many uses. The Mi-Wuk had a very spiritual connection to the environment. They respected and celebrated plants, animals, earth, sky, and the forces of nature. When a hunter killed a deer, it was recognized that it had made a sacrifice for the village. The Coast Mi-Wuk understood that how they treated their environment in the present would affect them in the future. The Coast Mi-Wuk had a sophisticated understanding of their environment. They understood nature's cyclical changes and what each change would bring. They developed technology to make the best of what was available to them. Technology, so we might think of computer chips. But when you're using everything and creating something, that's still technology, right? Homes were built from tule reeds tied together. Cloth was made from tule. Reeds were woven together to make ropes, baskets, and ground covering. Boats were made from tule. The roots of the tule were sometimes eaten. Deer bones were used as scrapers, needles, awls, and game pieces. Deer hooves were made into rattles and sometimes used in ceremony. The sinew was used to make bowstrings and rope. Deer meat that was not used immediately was dried and stored for later use. Deer hide was used for clothing and housing. Antlers were used as tools for making obsidian arrowheads. Well, I'm going to show you, because this land has changed so much, and this was supposed to be the biggest known establishment for the Coast Mi-Wuk. This is a recreation. California is doing a pretty good job of actually recognizing who was here first. So I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to be silent for a minute just so we could take it in and enjoy it. Oh, I look like a clown. There's birds flying up there, the colors, the grass, the trees, the contrast. There's a creek to my right. Big oak trees providing acorns. I don't know the names of all the trees. There seems to be like a garden or a fencing over there. I can't wait to see what that says. Dwellings. So this is redwood bark akocha. Dwellings, kocha. The Coast Mi-Wuk built two different styles of dwellings called kochas. The first type was built with redwood bark. Long strips of this bark were leaned up against one another to form a wall. The other more common type of kocha was made with tule and willow branches. Every year the tule kocha would be burned down and a new one would be built in its place. This was done primarily as a formal pest control, as over the course of the year dwellings would attract insects and rodents, and either type of dwelling they would a central area designated for fire circles, cooking, and staying warm. The tule kocha, that's what that one was, the round one, tule kocha and the redwood bark kocha. So here we have the redwood bark kocha, which is similar to what many are familiar with as the teepees, because it comes up to a wide at the bottom, round, and comes up to a point, and the top has an opening for the fire and the ceremony. Oh, and it's kind of square. Wow. Isn't that cool? Made with redwood, and then that actually is tied together. Oh, a heart stone. Probably a grinding stone. Oh, there's a lizard. Probably not a grinding stone. It might be used as a grinding stone soon. Oh, I can't read this one. This is all going to be updated soon because they are creating an interpretive center. Turkeys off to the left. I don't know if you got to hear that. The oak tree. The staple of the Coast Mi-Wuk diet was the acorn. Acorns came from the various oaks, such as in the valley oak, the shrub oaks, and the coast live oak, and the Oh, I can't read all this. Damn. But oak trees are very, very important. So I always see them throughout all of California, and people are like, I want them down. They're very dangerous when they let live for too long and they're not taken care of, because those things are heavy. It's a hardwood, but you also have big bunches of mistletoe at the top. Sounding closer, which is fine. Ow, I stepped on a rock. Don't know. Oh, plants. So, woolly sunflower, bodega Mi-Wuk, called the sotampaka, Marin Mi-Wuk, not known. Food, seeds eaten in Pinole. Harvest season, summer. That's cool. Yo, this is a garden. Oh, I love when they bring back the gardens. They did that. They're doing that in Minnesota at the health center for the Lakota. Naked stem buckwheat, bodega Mi-Wuk, unknown. Marin Mi-Wuk, la ame tume. Root is pounded and boiled to make strong teas for colds. Coughs and uses poultice. Harvest season year round. You know, that's the plant? It looks like it has broader leaves. Maybe it's just really zoomed in. Yeah, because there's a little bit broader leaves. Oh, wow. Next time I get a cold, I might have to boil some stuff. California rose. I'm just obsessed with roses. The Mi-Wuk, name not known. Fresh fruit eaten raw, best after first light frost. Medicine, leaves and fruit steeped and drunk for pain and colic. Harvest season, fruit, fall. Leaves, spring and summer. So the fruit is best harvested in fall. Ooh, coffee berry. Ramus californica. Bodega Mi-Wuk, Kota? I don't know. Marin Mi-Wuk, Kota. Medicine, uses a laxative. Bark made into tea for spiritual and body purification. Harvest season year round. I see one little one. That's cool. Oh, a bunch of them going all the way down and around. Toyon. I'm familiar with the name Toyon because Toyon up in Redding, Central Valley technically, city of Central Valley, Shasta Lake, there was, there is a Toyon, was a reservation, but the government took it away. But now there's a town called Toyon. Bodega Mi-Wuk, Puya Awa Puya, berries. Same, very similar in Marin Mi-Wuk. Food, berries boiled, roasted, and sometimes eaten raw, or sometimes parched when soft after storing for 2 months. Harvest season, winter. Oh, those are the berries I used to just throw it around. Oh. Oh. What's up? Bridge troll? Thank you. You want to come with me? Can I go? I want to do it together. Okay. California buttercup. So the bodega Mi-Wuk. He left. Did he follow me? I don't know. Generic term for several edible seeds. Seeds used for pinole. Leaves used for tea. Spring. I gotta figure out what pinole is. Okay, so I'm gonna end this soon because I'm already on 15 minutes. Nobody's gonna read this. But this whole area, these are plants native to the area. All of this. Oh, there's somebody here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to end this because somebody else is. I'll let somebody else, let them enjoy it as well, because this is what it's here for. And this is why I'm making the video, so we can all enjoy it together. This is not far from San Francisco. Ahoneyland. Which I'm going to go to see the Ahoney shell mounds. Berkeley shells and woodland rose. Fresh fruit eaten. Best after first frost. Oh, that's pretty. Woodland strawberries, hazelnuts, spreading rush. Oh man, this is so pretty. I love when stuff like this is always here. And first Americas, first people in any nation, any country already know this stuff. Already knew it. Always will. Sticky monkey flower. The Mi-Wuk, name not known. Flower stems and leaves boiled, then strained to use as eye wash for sore eyes. Leaf stem for sores. And all this stuff is saved and used and used and used. Have a great day. California Bay.